Have you ever wondered if being liked by everyone is actually a good thing? What if I told you that when people disapprove of you, it might be the clearest sign you are finally standing up for yourself? I used to be that person who would do anything for approval. I'd stay late at work, take on everyone else's problems, and say yes when everything inside me screamed no. All for what? A few moments of validation left me feeling empty. Here is a radical thought. If everyone around you is always satisfied with you, you might be the one getting shortchanged. When was the last time someone praised you for something that didn't require sacrificing your time, emotions, or principles? Today, we're exploring why having the courage to be disliked might be the most empowering decision you'll ever make. Because your true value isn't determined by others' opinions. It is defined by how well you honor your own boundaries. Part 1. The hidden cost of universal approval. Social exchange theory reveals something fascinating about our relationships. They function like economies, where we trade behaviors and emotions. And when it comes to approval, there is always a price tag attached. Think about it. When colleagues call you reliable, is it after you've taken on their work? When friends praise your generosity, is it because you always pick up the check? These compliments feel good momentarily, but often come at a significant personal cost. This creates what I call approval addiction, a dangerous cycle where we sacrifice more of ourselves just to maintain others' good opinions. The more we feed this addiction, the smaller our personal space becomes, until we're living in a prison of others' expectations. What is worse? Society celebrates the self-sacrifice. We're conditioned to believe that being universally liked is the ultimate goal. But every time you make a decision, primarily to gain someone's approval, you are saying their opinion of you matters more than your own. Part 2. Recognizing when disapproval is positive. So how do we flip the script? Start by recognizing that criticism often emerges precisely when you've successfully protected your boundaries. When someone says you are not being a team player, ask yourself, is it because you declined work that wasn't yours to begin with? When someone calls you difficult, is it because you clearly communicated your needs instead of silently accommodating theirs? These moments of disapproval aren't failures, they're indicators that you are finally doing something right for yourself. They show you are no longer an easy target for those who've grown accustomed to your people-pleasing tendencies. Consider history's most transformative figures, from Martin Luther King Jr. to Marie Curie. Each faced significant disapproval, yet we don't remember them for how well they conformed to expectations. We celebrate them because they stood firm in their convictions, despite criticism. The psychological freedom that comes from releasing the need for universal approval is profound. When you stop treating others' opinions as the ultimate measure of your worth, you reclaim that energy for goals that genuinely matter to you. Part 3. Practical strategies for building disapproval resilience. Let's explore 4 practical strategies to build what I call disapproval resilience. The ability to stay true to yourself even when others aren't happy about it. Strategy 1. Value-based decision-making. Take 30 minutes this week to identify your top 5 non-negotiable values. Is it honesty, family time, personal growth? When faced with a decision that might invite disapproval, simply ask, does this choice align with my core values? If yes, proceed with confidence. If someone disapproves of a decision that honors your values, recognize that the conflict isn't about your worth. It is about a misalignment between their expectations and your priorities. Strategy 2. The boundary communication framework. Many of us fear setting boundaries because we don't know how to communicate them effectively. Use this 3-part framework. First, clearly state your boundary without apology. I won't be checking emails after 7 p.m. Second, provide a brief positive rationale. This helps me be fully present with my family and recharged for work. Third, offer an alternative when appropriate. For emergencies, you can call me practice this framework in low-stakes situations. First, you'll be surprised how many people respect clearly communicated boundaries. Strategy 3. The criticism processing method. When disapproval comes your way, use this 4-step process. Step 1. Pause and breathe. Don't respond immediately. Step 2. Ask yourself, is there any useful information in this criticism? Step 3. Separate the person's disappointment, which is about them, from any valid feedback, which might be useful to you. Step 4. Respond to the content, not the emotion. I understand you are disappointed. My decision stands, but I appreciate your perspective. This method allows you to remain open to growth while protecting yourself from the emotional weight of others' disapproval. Strategy 4. Building your internal validation system. Start a wins journal where you record daily moments when you honored your boundaries or values. Create personal metrics for success that don't depend on others' approval. Don't measure a presentation's success by whether everyone liked it. but by whether you communicated your ideas clearly and authentically. Don't judge a social interaction by whether you pleased everyone, but by whether you remained true to yourself while being respectful. With practice, you'll find yourself naturally gravitating toward this internal validation system, making others' disapproval far less threatening. Conclusion: the courage to be disliked isn't about becoming inconsiderate. It is about recognizing that your value doesn't fluctuate based on others' opinions of you. When someone disapproves of your choices, it might be the clearest sign that you are finally honoring your own needs and boundaries. Those moments of disapproval, as uncomfortable as they may feel, are often the growing pains of becoming your most authentic self. By implementing the strategies we've discussed, value-based decision-making, effective boundary communication, criticism processing, and internal validation, you can gradually build the resilience to stand firm in your truth, even when faced with disapproval. Remember, you weren't put on this earth to make everyone else comfortable at the expense of your own growth. You were put here to live authentically and honor the unique path that only you can walk. And sometimes, that path requires having the courage to be disliked. If this message resonated with you today, I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Have you ever faced disapproval for setting a healthy boundary? How did you handle it? And if you found value in today's video, please consider subscribing to the MindDoc channel. We're building a community of people committed to authentic living and personal growth. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss our weekly insights. Until next time, remember that your worth isn't determined by others' opinions. It is defined by how true you stay to yourself. This is MindDoc, where we transform insight into action.